Alright, we got a little bit of work to do on the Chevy. What the hell? And this is the end result. So what happened was, hey, I'm getting it ready for you.
Yeah, I thought let's see it and get it ready.
Driving, baby. She is a driving. Oh my gosh, she sounds so amazing too. Oil pressure is where she needs to be. Hovering just a little higher than 40. right, we got a little bit of work to do on the Chevy. Gotta we're gonna have to fix the brake lights because they are acting up. So already got a couple of bulbs. Some noise. All right, so the issue that we ran into, well, it's not really a too big of an issue, is the car has been driving. It's been driving amazingly well. It starts up. The temperature stays at 190 unless you're sitting in traffic for a long time like I did yesterday, at which point it went up to about 220, which to some people that's normal, but for me that's that's higher than average. 190 is normally where it stays, but it did go up to 220, which really isn't a bad thing if you're sitting in traffic with a car like this. So that isn't bad. The oil pressure when you start the car starts off at about 60 psi, and then it hovers between 30 and 40. So that's been good. None of my wires are burned. Battery has been staying charged. This still has radiator fluid as well as the reservoir. So everything has been looking good. The only issue is that when I drive the car, I hear a little humming coming from the rear. And that is one thing that I forgot to do. That is one thing that I forgot to do while it was still in the shop on the lift, is to check the rear, the fluid, the diff fluid, to make sure that that was up to par and still had fluid in it, because there was a leak, or it looks like it was leaking at some point. So fluid still looks good. We need to do another oil change just to make sure that there's no more metal inside the fluid. But other than that, I think we're good to go. So let's start this bad boy up. Oh shit. And of course the tail lights are still not working for whatever reason. Change bulbs, clean the connections, and still nothing. So we got to trace that number 9 wire to see why that's not getting power. But let's go ahead and start her up. So we're going back down to the shop. Going back to windows to check the fluid and the brake lights. All right, so we had the battery charged. What the hell? Same thing. Okay, So we ran into a few issues with the Chevy. We had it running and it was running for a couple of days, and after a while I started to notice a humming, and I took it to the shop and it broke down there with another issue, and this is the end result. So we are having it towed back to my house. Hey, I'm getting it ready for you.
Yeah, now let's see if I can get it ready.
So what happened was the starter gave out, and because of that the car wouldn't start, and I didn't want to leave it at the shop taking up space because the starter is on back order. So now we just have to unload it and wait for the starter to come in, take the headers off to replace it, and go from there.